Close the line where you are. You're advised not to feed them on any kind of food, and also not to hold the branches for them. It is only the work of the keepers to do that, because we don't want the elephants to get used to everybody as a friend who can give them food. And this will help them to have an easier time to go back into the wild when it is time ready for them.
And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how's the way to be.
So guys, we are so excited. We are at the David Sheldrick Elephant Orphanage. We are getting ready to see them come in from being out and playing, and it's their feeding time. So we're just excited to see them parade in and come to their keepers and get fed, and then come back later this evening to meet the two elephants we adopted, but we just didn't want to miss this special experience as well. But I think we're just super excited.
We're so excited.
And the funny thing is that I wanted to, so I didn't forget to mention it, on the way over here, we saw a baboon on the side of the road, which I thought was so hilarious. So we waved to the baboon on the side of the road. But we're just really excited to see the elephants come and parade in front of us. The Sheldrick does such an amazing job bringing in orphaned elephants and rehabilitating them, and then again releasing them into the wild. So they don't keep them here like a zoo facility. Their number one goal is to help them be rehabilitated. Many of the times the elephants are orphaned because the mother has passed or has been poached or something horrific has happened, and unfortunately that kind of stuff still happens here in Africa. So they find these orphaned elephants and either fly or drive them into the Sheldrick, and they're rehabilitated over a few years and then hopefully released back into the wild or integrated into packs and then into the wild. So we're just excited to see what it's all about today.
Tell me how's the way to go. Tell me all that I should know, and I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how's the way to go. Tell me how's the way to be, to evoke some empathy. Danger will follow me now everywhere I go. Angels will call on me and take me to my home. Well, this tired mind just wants to be let home. And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how's the way to go. Tell me how's the way to see, and show me all that I could be. And I'll fall on my knees. Tell me how's the way to be, and tell me how's the way to go, and tell me why I feel so low. Danger will follow me now everywhere I go. Angels will call on me and take me to my home. Well, these tired eyes just want to remain closed. I don't see clearly, can't feel nothing, no. Can you hear me? And I fall on my knees.
one of the most amazing experiences that we've had is donating to the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. And when you do that, you can donate and adopt an elephant right behind us. And they give you a special time after visiting hours. So the Sheldrick Trust is only open between 11 to 12, and that's it, right? You can only come, you can see them, what we saw earlier. But this is amazing because, as you can see, we're up close and personal. It's feeding time. We have an extra hour where there's a little bit of a crowd, but it's much smaller crowd, yes. And it's much, much more intimate, and we're completely over the moon excited.
So excited.
I'm invading her private time. Like, she's trying to eat and I'm just like up in her butt. Guys, we are back at the Sheldrick, and we are so blessed to have been donors, adopting 2 elephants here, Rojo and Zawadi. But they have so many orphan babies here that we just had to come back from the 5 to 6 marker, which is for adopted parents only, to come see our adopted children. But what I want to tell you guys is everything that we do really impacts the world. We leave footprints behind, and part of that ruins the environment for these gorgeous animals. What they're doing at the Sheldrick is absolutely amazing. They are finding orphaned baby elephants, whether the mother was killed with poaching or died of natural causes, or maybe the babies fell down a well. Whatever it is, they're finding these amazing orphan elephants like the one behind us that you see here, and they are raising them to such a point where they can release them back into the wild after 3 years of age. The keepers are with them constantly. They have 2 keepers per elephant that take shifts. They go out into the wild where the reserve parks are. But I just really want to encourage you, even if you never make it to Kenya, look for an organization like this to support. What they're doing and what they stand for is absolutely amazing. Rescuing these animals, rehabilitating them to put them back in the wild so we don't lose the special part of our earth. It's truly amazing. So find the link below and on our YouTube video, and consider donating, even if you can't make it back, or consider donating something small. That way you know that you are helping save our planet, plus you're helping the organizers of the Sheldrick, you're helping the keepers be able to do their jobs, but you're really helping these poor sweet babies behind us to be raised and go back where they belong. So it's just such an amazing experience. I mean, how ridiculous is this? It's amazing.
This is ridiculous, guys.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes.
Alright guys, we had an amazing time at the Sheldrick already this morning, watching all the elephants come in from kind of playing in the pasture, we'll call it that. And we are going to get ready to have another amazing Kenyan meal. We're so excited to have a fried tilapia that we weren't able to find yesterday because it was Sunday, and what appears to be like a beef stew. So let's see how we can dig in here. It smells so good. It's got like salsa on it. That is excellent. So I serve it as a whole fish, and you just kind of like pull it off the bone. It's got almost like homemade salsa on it, which is fantastic. Taste a little bit of the beef stew.
It's so good.
So good, guys. And then we got a little bit of what's called chapati, which is the Kenyan version of naan bread. Needless to say, the food in Kenya has been excellent so far. We've avoided all Americanized food, which is great because the Kenyan food has been so fantastic. So we're gonna enjoy our tilapia and then off to do some more adventures and just continue to enjoy what Africa has to offer.
So good.
So good.
I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind. I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
Alright guys, we just finished our amazing Kenyan lunch and headed over to Giraffe Center. I mean, I think that little guy just hanging out behind us. I'm really excited. They have Rothschild giraffes here, which are very limited in quantity still left in the world. I think somewhere close to about 1,700 I read. But they're really unique because the white stockings, so their spots kind of stop halfway down their leg and they have almost like white stockings, and they are in a conservatory here at Giraffe Center to kind of keep the breed of Rothschild giraffes alive. And they are also, just kind of a fun tip I also read, was they are some of the tallest, if not the tallest giraffes in the world. So it's just a very unique breed of giraffe.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world out? Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Oh, how I love when it rains outside, and it's okay to slow the ride. Discover books I forget about, but who care for the world now? Rest with me.
Definitely one of the coolest experiences we've had so far, and we've been here for 2 days. Giraffe Center, Nairobi. Highly recommend.
Highly.
You can feed the giraffes. They're very friendly, soft tongues. We've seen giraffes before in California that had very rough tongues, but these were feeding with pellets.
Look how sweet.
This place is so much fun.
It's amazing.
They have a baby giraffe. They have 4 of the other Rothschild giraffes that are adults, but just a wonderful experience all
Amazing.
around.
Totally amazing.
Brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree. Maybe then I can relax. Maybe then I can relax. Bring my hair loose in my bed. Oh, just rest with me, close to curtain, brew some herbal tea.
We're at Giraffe Center. for a second time because it's amazing. Our group is here today, and I just wanted to share how amazing this place is because you get closer to giraffes here than you probably ever would actually on safari. Most of the safaris you're going to go on, when you see giraffes in the wild, they're very skittish animals and they don't like coming up close. You may luck out, and we'll see if we get it close to any giraffes on our safari. But this is, you can touch them, you can feed them, you can learn about them here. And
This is the coolest place ever.
I thought one of the coolest things though is that you won't ever get this close to giraffes. So we highly recommend if you're coming to Nairobi to do a safari or your safari goes through Nairobi, come to Giraffe Center. The educators here are very knowledgeable about the history of these Rothschild giraffes. There's only about 10 that they keep at any given time in the sanctuary here. But you'll get closer to them here than you would anywhere else.
And here's a couple of fun facts that I just learned from the gentleman, one of the educators here. So they have 10 here, like Anthony mentioned, one male, and they are doing natural breeding here. And when the babies are born here, they're actually released back into the wild. They don't hold them here. So they're doing a lot of rehabilitation since the Rothschild giraffes are under, I think he said around 800 in the whole world, which is just mind-blowing. What makes them really unique is the white stockings that they have, so their spots don't go all the way down. But he also, I said, oh, I see a lot of warthogs running around here, so little Pumbas running everywhere, right? And I said, you know, why is there that kind of interaction? Why is there a symbiotic relationship? And he said they basically watch out for each other. So if the warthogs are like running, that's kind of alerting the giraffes that there's something bad nearby because they're so close to the ground. So they kind of work closely together to protect each other. And then another cool fact I learned was that giraffes are born with their horns because when they fall, so a giraffe gives birth standing up, and when the baby falls to the ground, those horns act as a shock absorber to protect their brain. So we actually, not only did we get to feed giraffes here, but we learned so much about them and their personalities, and like, it's just such a special place. It's so special, this is our second time here. So that should tell you that it's just such a great place to come and be and hang out and really talk to the people here, because they're going to educate you and really give you as much knowledge as well. And that's one of the things we're learning about Africa, is that everybody's willing to give you some amazing information. But I'm going to go play with more giraffes.
If I will ever figure out where the road goes, even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high,
There's so much here.
trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, yeah.
She was homeschooled by her grandmother and her aunt Bess. And in 1903, she was enrolled at the Royal Academy in Copenhagen to study art and literature. And in 1912, she was engaged to her half-Swedish cousin, Baron Blixen. And an year later, she accepted a marriage proposal from Baron Blixen.
Take my hand and lead, even when I disagree. Maybe then I can relax. Maybe then I can relax. Bring my hair loose in my bed. Oh.
So we highly recommend. Mindy's over there talking to one of the keepers here, and actually one of the what are they called?
All right, guys.
Oh ja, als ik dit doe, dan komt hij echt naar me toe.
The elephants are born with horns.
Not elephants.
Can you tell I'm excited to see elephants? Because the giraffes are born with their horns.